So I've got the best one ever, right? Because I've been back to the pub, right, and I feel like I've made the effect felt that Ken, like, well, that was my birthday and that, eh? And then we went back to the same pub where I got the job for the BBC and that, eh? But it was like, honestly, to talk about Sam Kerr, I just come up with that, aye, like Sam Kerr's to go here. And by the way, what the fuck did he just say that? But to tell the truth, you've not got the job for the fucking BBC, by the way, and it goes on telly like pretty much every year. They kind of like do just play films over and over, like kind of right. So, but at that point, right, I never even knew what I was into when I got into that movie. I'm not saying I was a bad person. At that point, I see myself as actually what a dodgy I am in that while I was doing the scene in that, eh? But what I mean, right, is that I really figured myself out, like, to go, like, back to the person that I was in that and to go, aye, he really figured himself, like, he was much too dodgy in that scene or that, eh? But, Ken, if it's been played many times and, like, I feel like every time I need to make my idea felt, then I've made my exact idea felt, right, for 4 years, right? And then before that, right, it was get yourself to Craigentony, right, and get yourself teed off in that, right. Then, right, that'll do you perfect in that. But that's not a movie actor, though, eh? Like in that sense, right. He went to Craigentony, mate. He done very, very well. He shot like not 76, but I think he could shoot that in that, eh? To tell you, I'm watching the way he's hitting the ball. He's slicing it, but he kens he's slicing it. He kens obviously everyone slices the ball. Did they know? And then he's hitting it really solid in that, eh? And at that point, right, you could base yourself on that. Aye, you could, but I says like maybe like I didn't say even because why I got the role in that film in that, eh? It was probably because at that point I was like looking at the man there, right? Then I'm going to have to show them that like they're not just the man there, but it's not really worked out like that at all, right? It's worked out like that guy was a complete like doesn't really ken, right? Like he done a really good job at doing that role right there and then on telly and that, but it was like pick your best cracker, right? And then oh no, but they live in Scotland. They're not crackers of that, right? Right. So it was like pick your best cracker. I done a good job at it in that, eh? But to tell the truth, even maybe say right, the other actors were a bit like yes, I will do it, sir. And of course, I was like at that point, pick your best cracker, pal. Eh? I didn't really think that like, he acts like an actual pal in that, eh? Like an actual pal in that, eh? Like the pal, the pal, the pal said to the Godmaster, right, the pal, the pal, the pal. I think at that point, right, there you go. That's a good discussion as well. But what I'm trying to say, right, maybe I should just snip the video, right? But if I say right, that now I have even if you walk into Glasgow, right? I've walked to Glasgow at that point, eh? I says, "Cunt, walk it to Glasgow, right? You'll show them, right, that like if they do a marathon in that, eh? But it's got to do something in that, eh? And we have come across their marathon and I crossed their path in that, eh? And I crossed their path again in that, eh? And then I says, we've just walked for 4 years in that, eh? And she says, that'll do something in that, eh? But it's kind of what I'm trying to say, right, is what will that do, right? That at that point, right, bonk, right? But he does this every day though, eh? Then he says he ran a marathon and his favourite marathon was the London Marathon, right? But I says, bonk. And what will that do every day though? And did you wake up? Did you have a bacon butty for breakfast, right? And that's why you're there, right? All these factors, right? Yeah, I said, bonk. What will that do though, right? And then I says like, to tell the truth, to get out the front door in that, eh? Who got you out the front door in that? Like, you come to the London Marathon, right? You showed me, look, I got the mollies in that, right? All right, we're supposed to be happy with that. Right, I'm just going to go running with everyone else in that, eh? And I'm going to win the marathon in that. That's what I'm fucking saying. I said, bonk, right? We just went to like Blackford Quarry and that and back and just mucked about the whole place and that. And you said that you showed them your mollies. Right, I'm just going to go running. I think so, mate. And this whole society is going like that, mate. It's like, did he win the marathon? Oh, yes, he did. And he had his mollies. Don't even say that on telly. Don't even tell everyone on telly, by the way.